Good morning. It's not Friday, June 30th. It's Saturday, July 1st, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan and we are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the advanced sets 10 through 18. We're not going to practice all of them this morning. We're going to practice a couple. The reason that I'm here on Saturday and not Friday is I skipped class yesterday. I had several things going on and it just didn't happen. Part of it I slept in, I was tired, I had been worried, things were getting better, everything's still getting better, this is a good thing. I just completed several things that I've been working on, and I need to take a little bit of a break, and that sense, and I talked about this a lot last week, that sense of knowing that I need to take a break and, well, alright, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be late for class. Okay, well, that's what's going to happen. That idea that I'm still going to show up, I'm still going to do something, but I may not be right at the time or right at the exact place idea that I started with. It happens over time. It's not, if I sit, and we're going to get started here real quick. If I set a time today, I'm going to put this light on too. I set a time I'm going to practice. This is the time I'm going to practice. I'm going to be in this place at this time and I'm going to practice. Great. 5 days a week. In some cases, 7 days a week. Used to be. What do? We get up and practice. That dedication and that social activity. I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to this other place, and there are going to be other people there, and we're going to do something together. That action, that activity can't be uninterrupted for years and years and years. It's just not reasonable. That sense that, I'm not going to be there today. Okay. Here I am. Feet about shoulder width apart. That coming back the next day, not just, oh, well, I'm not doing that anymore. No, I'm doing that. I just missed a day. And here I am. Feet about shoulder width apart, hands circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along the center line. And stretch out over the legs, bend the knees. Roll up. And again. One more time. And fingertips reach up. Elbows drop down, wrists, hands return to your sides. Right, as we get started this morning, we're going to start with white 8 presents of fruit. And I'm going to turn around to do this. As we change hands, pay attention to this idea of pushing down and raising up at the same time, so that the lower hand reaches the lower dantian at the same time as the upper hand reaches the eye. Both hands, as this hand comes down, twist inside Turn the lower dantian over, twist. This hand presses down, this hand turns over so that they arrive at the same time. Okay? And yeah, one hand, one palm is up, the other palm is down. The other side, it's the other way, right? Pay attention to that turning and twisting inside, twist under. This side goes under the other, this, right? Each goes in its own direction. Pay attention to that twisting. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in, palms up, and breathe out. Press down, bend the knees, just a little bit, and right hand up, breathe in, and press down, twist, turn over the lower dantian, shift, and extend. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, both palms up. Breathe out, press down. Breathe in, left hand up. Breathe out. And shift. Extend. Return. And center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift. Breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in, pull up through the back, and breathe out, down the front. Hold, and extend. Breathe in, and breathe out. Focus the breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Open the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Keep the crown of the head up. Lift through the back. Don't overextend, but extend fully. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the shoulders open. Twist from underneath. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Open the back. Pull in and up through the center, even as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Palms down on both sides. Breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. All right, we're going to do one more this morning. Coiling Snake. Pay attention, the same idea, this idea of twisting and using the lower dantian, turning through the lower dantian as we twist down, right? So we start almost the same as Coiling Snake in Wudang's 3 basic methods. Difference being in Wudang's 3 basic methods, we take a step. So I'm here. In Wudang Qigong, we don't take that step. I'm just going to turn. All right, so from here, turn the toes. I'm going on the left side, down on the right side, right? And down. One back up. And center. The same thing on the other side, right? Twist. This foot really doesn't move that much. We're going to move it a little bit. so that we can twist, but not really we're not thinking about taking a step, we're not thinking so much about, I'm gonna put this over here, I'm gonna do, right? It's just a little bit. Pay attention as we turn. Hand up over your shoulder. This is where the hand goes, right? The other hand tucks in. So you've got this kind of an arm position. This one's going down behind. This one's protecting your head and your shoulder, right? Angle of the arms. Keep the elbow down. Doesn't go up here. Stays down. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn a little bit to the left. And twist. Pay attention to the heel on the supporting foot, that your leg is solid. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, center, and breathe out. Breathe in. Turn the right foot just a little bit and twist. Don't lean. Pay attention to being centered as you stop in the center, so that as you turn, you remain centered, not leaning. The legs bend, the waist turns. The waist doesn't bend. Turns. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Open the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Stay centered. Now turn. Breathe in. And breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't lean. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. The more we pay attention to staying straight, the easier it is to find the balance points and the weight distribution is, I guess is a good way to say it, so that we can go all the way up and down. This set, right, I'm going to have to use my hands. I'm going to get down to a point where I'm going to have to use my hands. All right, set the foot, make sure the heel's in place. Right? As I twist, the more I have developed my skill to hold the body straight and to carry my weight through the leg, the easier it is to go further down. And that's about it for me. All right, here's where I want to go. Here's where I want to go, all the way down. And come back up. How to do that? Well, right now I'm going to have to use my hands. I'm going to lean a little bit. All right. That skill is something I used to have. I used to be able to do that. And I'm close. I'm close. I'm a lot closer than I was last year, and that's my point. All right. So first, what are we working for? What's the extent of this movement? It does go all the way down. This is partly why we want to have the body position the way that we need to have it so that we can go up and down. You're leaning, it's not going to happen. All right, so that well placed, everything held through the upper body so that it's the upper body is well supported, so the legs only have to support the weight from themselves. It's not the whole body weight on the legs. As we develop the strength through the legs to go up and down, it becomes easier and easier to extend the movement. That capability isn't something that's just there all of a sudden. We see people that do, I watched lots of folks do all kinds of amazing things at a tournament and on video. You don't get there by accident, right? Somebody that's in their 30s that's been training since they were 5 years old, they're really good. They could be really good at what they're doing. They can, right? I was really good in my 30s. I hadn't been training since I was 6, but I was pretty good. That sense of, I've worked at this, I've developed this skill, now I can do something more with it. I've been working my legs so that I'm stronger. I've been working my balance so that it's better. And the more that I do that, the easier it is for me to extend it. That's one of the goals. That's part of what we want to pay attention to. That process of development, not that, oh, look, she can sit on the floor and she can get back up. Great. Oh, right? can't do that. Well, I used to be able to do that. I can't do it today, not without using my hands, but I'm going to be able to do it again. And that process, which is part of what we worked on today, is how we develop that skill. It's not, unless you start when you're 3 or 4 or 5 years old, you've already got you've got the flexibility, and you keep working on it so that you keep it. Okay? I backed off on some of my practice so that some of my flexibility, I have to get it back. Not all of it, I kept a good part of it, but some of it, like this exercise, I want to get it back. A couple other sets that I have worked on repeatedly that I'm comfortable with. And those are also part of what we want to practice, so that I've got this where I want it, I want to keep it. This isn't quite where I want it, I'm going to work on it a little bit more, I'm going to try and develop it. I want to work on something I feel good about. I'm going to work on this thing today because I feel good about this. I'm going to work on that. All right? Practice. Work on this other thing. Yeah, now I'm going to develop that. I'm going to have to work at it. All right? Being able to do that is how we sustain practice. Thank you for being here with me this afternoon. This morning, it's midday. Usually I wouldn't teach at this time, but it worked out, so here I am. I will be back on Monday with Dragon Sword, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday next week, Qigong, and yes, I will be online on the holiday. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.